Join me as I take on the challenge of implementing a simple development method that promises to help me never stop growing as a leader again. Continuous leadership growth is essential for success in both personal and professional contexts. As leaders, we need to stay ahead of the curve, adapt to change, and innovate to remain relevant. Many leaders struggle to maintain their growth and development over time. It's easy to get stuck in a comfort zone, feeling like we've already learned enough, or that we're too busy to dedicate time to our own development. But the reality is, growth is not a one-time achievement. It's an ongoing process. And the moment we stop growing, we start stagnating. We've all seen it happen. A talented leader who was once on top of their game, but slowly lost touch with their team, their industry, and themselves. I've seen many leaders who, after achieving a certain level of success, start to coast on their previous accomplishments. They stop seeking feedback, stop learning from their mistakes, and stop innovating. And before they know it, they're no longer leading. They're just managing. Managing the status quo, managing their team, managing their own ego. But true leadership is about growing, innovating, and pushing boundaries. We've all been there, feeling like we're not good enough, like we're just pretending to be leaders. The imposter syndrome is real, and it's a major obstacle to growth. But the truth is, nobody is born a leader. Leadership is a skill that can be developed, and it requires continuous learning and growth. So, how can we overcome these common struggles and maintain our growth as leaders? How can we stay focused, motivated, and committed to our own development? The answer lies in practical methods and strategies that can help us consistently develop our skills and knowledge. One of the most effective strategies for continuous growth is to focus on our strengths rather than our weaknesses. When we focus on our strengths, we build confidence, we become more efficient, and we're more likely to take on new challenges. Another strategy is to seek feedback from our team, our peers, and our mentors. Feedback is essential for growth. It helps us identify blind spots, and it gives us a fresh perspective on our leadership style. We can also learn from our failures and use them as opportunities for growth. Every mistake, every setback is a chance to learn, to adapt, and to come back stronger. And finally, we need to prioritize self-care and make time for our own development. Whether it's reading books, attending workshops, or simply taking time to reflect, we need to prioritize our own growth. But there is one technique that stands out from the rest. One mindset shift that can lead to transformative growth in our leadership abilities. It's the mindset of curiosity, of continuous learning, and of experimentation. When we approach leadership with a growth mindset, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, new ideas, and new challenges. With a growth mindset, we're not limited by our current skills or knowledge. We're not afraid to try new things, to take risks, and to explore new territories. We're not held back by our ego or our fear of failure. We're free to grow, to innovate, and to lead. When we adopt a growth mindset, we start to see the world in a different light. We start to see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and setbacks as stepping stones. We start to see ourselves as works in progress, as leaders who are constantly growing, learning, and evolving. So, let's recap the key strategies we've discussed today. To never stop growing as a leader again, we need to focus on our strengths, seek feedback, learn from our failures, prioritize self-care, and adopt a growth mindset. These strategies will help us stay ahead of the curve, adapt to change, and innovate as leaders. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. What are some of the biggest leadership challenges you're facing right now? Leave a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more insights on personal development and leadership growth.